good evening,
Hi.
and welcome to another live stream. I see we have Kitty already here in the comments.
Hey, Kitty.
I'm a little flustered because I just realized 2 minutes ago what the time was, and I was in the middle of eating an incredibly delicious udon noodle soup with chicken leg in it that my friend came around and cooked for us. So if I burp, it's because of that. If I look flustered, it's because of that. It's really, really good food. And I have a donut for dessert.
Oh, yummy.
Later on. How have you been?
I am also disorganized. I got all set up because at 7 p.m. here in New Zealand, I got all set up to join the stream from bed. Was all cuddly with arranging things so I would not have to get up. And then my computer was like, hey, low battery. And on, what day was it? Sunday, our last live stream together, my computer ran out of battery. I realized I'd left my charger in Omahi. I ran out and got a new one. Unfortunately, the only one I could get has a meter-long power cable, basically.
Okay.
So I have to shift everything back to the desk, and now my feet are cold. So I'm a very sad person.
You pull over?
I will grab my blanket within our first sprint or warm up.
Okay, I've got mine.
Yay!
Quilt that my mum made. We haven't done introductions. That's how udon confused I am. My name is Jamie Sands, and I write urban fantasy and queer characters in urban fantasy, and also romance under a couple of different names. Also queer.
Fantastic. I am Gillian St. Kevern. I am dismantling capitalism one book at a time.
I like that.
I have started a course it's a certificate of small business and project management, and we have to think about like our mission statement and vision and purpose of our business. And I'm like, okay, well, it used to be that I was empowering others through stories, authentic stories. And then I'm like, actually, no, I want to dismantle capitalism. And I'm now having second thoughts. I'm like, okay, so maybe I want to dismantle capitalism, but is that what my readers want?
Are you racing to market there?
Yeah. How many readers of gay gothic romance also want to burn down the world?
Find out, right?
Yeah. Oh, vision statements are hard.
Well, vision statements are awful. I'm not a fan. I've managed to come up with my basic brand, which is like spooky plus cute. Is like the basic brand. But other than that, vision statements, I'm not good at them. I do like teach people how to do them in my day job, but I'm very willing to admit that they're difficult. So I today went to the dentist and had my teeth cleaned. I don't know how you can see how clean they are now.
They look amazing. Yeah.
And then I had my teeth molded because I'm getting a night guard so that I can stop grinding my teeth at night so much.
Do you want to know something really funny?
Go on.
The last time I went to a dentist, which was over 2 years ago, they recommended the exact same thing for me. We writers are anxious.
So the thing is, I always carry stress in my body somewhere. And for a long time, it was in my stomach. And I was basically having IBS. And I was like, well, that's no good. I don't want that. So I redirected it. And I redirected it into my neck. and my jaw. So my neck it's okay on this side, but this side's a rock right now. Like I can't, and my jaw holds everything. And the dentist is like, so the problem with that is that your jaw is stronger than your teeth and they will start to crack and fall apart and you're going to need crowns on all of them in time. So I went in and I got the mold and it was horrible. It's a horrible thing to have happen. But I was really happy because I was like, well, at least it's over. And then the dental assistant called at 4:30 and said that there was a problem with the mold. And I have to go back and do it tomorrow.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
So she's like, there won't be any charge because, it's fine. It will only take 5 minutes. She goes, I'm so sorry. I know it wasn't a pleasant experience. And I'm like, well, yes, I gagged on it the first time. And the dentist was like having to coach me to breathe because I was just like, but I'm hoping that it won't be so bad tomorrow because at least I know what to expect and that it is over soon.
Oh man, yeah.
So, yes. I did consider if I should just get drunk before I go. That's probably not the way to do it.
Tiffany has made a really generous offer in the comments there.
I'm actually going to see my physio for a massage before the dentist tomorrow. So fingers crossed she'll get rid of this rock. I would love to come and visit, but America is pretty hard to get to right now. I do want to go back someday.
I think going to America is probably not as hard as returning to New Zealand. Maybe.
That could be true. Could be.
Yeah.
So yeah, my day's a bit stressful and tomorrow's not.
Yeah, come and visit us, Kitty.
Yes, come here. You won't like all the rain, but at least it's temperatures that you'll understand. Right. So I haven't written anything on manuscripts, monsters and manuscripts since Sunday. So I'm going to dive back into that tonight. What are you working on?
I'm hoping to get some plotting done. Ursula and William have arrived in London and now they have to socialize with other people. So I've got a new setting and new characters. So my progress has just come to a complete stop. And I think just because I don't know what's going to happen. But for some reason, I'm having a hard time figuring out what's going to happen so I can write what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You know how that goes.
Yep.
Right,
and then
let's have a warm up because I'm a bit frazzled.
Okay, whose cards are we using? Yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. Movie Tara. Upside down. I can smell my donut, and I might just warm up by eating my donut. I don't know.
I think that's fair. Okay. Are you waiting for me?
Yes, please.
Okay.
I'm just shuffling.
In that case, now.
Okay.
Oh, that was an incredible. Oh, yay.
Yes, once again, our friend is around to watch the comedic historical K-drama. So every now and then we are going to hear some laughs.
But that was like soundtrack level well-timed laughter.
Hilarious.
Oh,
not we're okay.
Have you ever played Curse of Monkey Island?
I know of it. I have not played it. I know a fair bit about it, but
it's really hilarious. At one point, Guybrush, who is the pirate you're playing at, sits down with a lady who's reading the tarot, and he she draws the death card for him, and you have the option to take the card and go on your business, but you can go back and like harass her, and she'll do another reading for you, and you get the death card again, and you're like, what? And if you keep harassing her, you end up with 4 cards, all death, and then she will refuse to do any more readings for you. And I thought that was hilarious. And then part of the game requires you to retrieve a ring that was buried with a member of the Soup family. And so you have to drug yourself with a hangover cure so that you just collapse and everyone thinks you're dead, and so they bury you. But the first time you do this, you don't know what crypt you're supposed to be buried in, so you wake up just in a random crypt. And so you have to go back and repeat this process. One, you have to insure yourself before you die so that when you die, you can then claim the money, which will give you funds to accomplish other stuff in this game. But eventually you have to fake being a member of the Soup family so that when you fake your death for the 2nd or 3rd time, depending on how often it takes you to like figure out what you're supposed to be doing, you end up in the right crypt and you can talk to the ghost who will give you the ring.
Amazing.
It is such a brilliant game. And then, so you do end up dying like 3 or 4 times, but then you can take the 4 tarot cards and use them to win a game of cards with pirates.
That's awesome.
I love the Monkey Island series so much. It is absolutely brilliant.
I'm not very good at playing video games, but the last one I played all the way through was called Life is Strange, where you're a teenager who finds out that you can rewind time, and you do it to save the life of someone right at the start. And there's a lot of death and drama in it. It's very, very good.
Awesome.
I actually have a copy of the Exploding Kitten game. It's hilarious. We got an expansion which has a cone of shame, and if you forget, it has a thing where you can reverse the play order. So you're usually going this way, you can play a card and it goes the other way, and if you forget the order, you have to put on the cone of shame until someone else forgets the order and then you pass it to them. It's hilarious.
That is amazing. So the Monkey Island is a series of 5 video games, and they are point and click sort of puzzle solving games. So there's no fighting, no like jumping and stuff. You don't have to be technical at all. And it's not possible to, I was about to say it's not possible to die in the games. It's
you just told us it was.
Yeah. It's but like, for example, in the first game, one of the first things that Guybrush tells you about himself is that he can hold his breath for 10 minutes. And this actually turns out to be important because later in the game you get thrown into the sea with a cannonball, kind of, with a chain and a cannonball, so you're sinking, and you're there, and there's all these things that can help you cut the chain and everything, and they're all just out of reach, and like you click on them and Guybrush will say, yeah, that handsaw would be super useful right now, but I can't reach it. And you basically have to talk to people, get information, collect items, and then apply them in really creative ways to solve your problems. But for example, to get out of the you're stuck there underwater, you're clicking on everything, trying to figure out what is the thing that he can reach and will get you out of this. And he starts choking, and then he's like, oh man, it's a good thing I can breathe, I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. And then he stops, and which gives you enough time to figure out that you need to pick up the cannonball and walk over to the ladder. There is also, I'm not super familiar with Zelda. I think Zelda still has a bit of action.
Yeah, I think so. Mind you, I've never really played any of them, but I'm pretty sure there was still some sword fighting. Yeah.
The bad guys in this series is the evil pirate LeChuck, who gets killed at the end of the second game, at which point he becomes a zombie pirate LeChuck, and then he's the ghost pirate LeChuck, and then he's the voodoo ghost pirate LeChuck, and then in the fifth game, the bad guy is an Australian real estate developer. And Elaine, the love interest in this, is amazing. She is a mayor, and she takes no nonsense from anyone. Her campaign slogan is like, "When there's only one candidate, there's only one choice."
Nice.
Yeah, they are brilliant. I love. Okay, you guys will have figured out that I like Monkey Island.
That's how we got on this.
Yep.
Let's jump back. Have you got a timer, or shall I do it?
I think you'll have to do it. My timer is across the room.
Right. Mine is currently set for 3 minutes because I had a cup noodle earlier today. Okay, 5 minutes. 5 minutes warm up. Death. Donnie Darko. Go for it. Mochi? What's wrong? There we go. 5 minutes. I started a whole new story about characters I don't even know.
Wow.
So that's good.
Very good. I wrote about what the death card, which is, usually symbolizes the end of something and the start of something new, might mean in regards to how I approach my author career. But I ended it with Mochi is so cute. I love her so much. So you can guess how well that went.
She came in and meowed at me, and then she buggered off again. So if she comes back, I'll try and grab her and get her on camera. But she's a bit weird today. So she's a bit weird all the time, to be honest. That's fine. I finished up a quilt, and I was rolling it on the living room floor to send down to my mum, because she does all the hand sewing for me. She likes doing it while she's recovering. And I left the room to go and get a bit of string to tie it with, and I came back to Mochi having made it into her bed.
Aww.
And I don't have the heart to take it off her, basically. So for 2 days now, we've had a nice soft quilt bed in the middle of the lounge. So eventually I'm going to take it off her and put something else there for her to sit on, but it won't be the same. So we'll see.
Yep. So Kitty's just said that she received an email with a newly coined word that everyone was all vaxxed. I don't think it's going to be too long until that one makes it into the Oxford English Dictionary. I've encountered vaxxed.
I think because people used anti-vaxxers, so vax just became the shortening, and so it just makes sense to apply it to other usages of the word. Okay.
I'm just going to grab a few things, but I'm actually thinking I might do a tarot reading just for to help kind of straighten out either my business ideas or what Ursula and William are doing in London.
All right. Well, how about, shall I start the sprint then, and you can...
It sounds fantastic.
Go for a run? Are you going to go for a run? Who knows? My brain is everywhere today. 20 minutes. Starting now. It's a very chaotic sprint. Hello, Mochi. Hello. No. Yeah. She's so unimpressed. You are muted, Gillian. Did you know? Oh, we're going.
I did not know. Bye, Mochi. It's probably a good thing I was muted. I was chatting to Mochi.
What? I don't know what she wants. See if I can deal with it. There we go. That is the end of the sprint.
Awesome.
I caught myself doing faces again.
Oh no. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie. I got 585 words done.
That is very good. Well done.
Very good for a mochi interrupted sprint.
I just finished looking up the meaning for the last of my cards. I got a really complicated reading. I'm not sure how to put it all together or what I can take from it, but this really amused me. So the first card I drew, the one that represents the heart of the matter, is the Fool. And I really like this because the Fool, in this deck, it's a duckling, a little fledgling about to spread its wings for the first time. And so it's kind of like someone at the start of the journey. And it's like, yeah, you're spontaneous, you're inexperienced, you're naive, prepare to fail. But also, you know, this is the start of a growth period of learning. So I'm like, okay, so yeah, I'm quite chuffed with that, I think.
Good. Yeah.
But the opposing forces, this is really interesting. I've got drawn the World, which is the final card in the tarot deck, and it says completion. So now I'm thinking, okay, maybe the problem is I want to have all the answers now. And I'm at the start of a journey, and that is ridiculous. So yeah. Oh, yes, that's very late, Kitty.
Oof, yes.
I'm just going to grab my phone so I can take a photo of this.
All right. Yes, so I am writing my second witchy fiction book. It is still Basil and Sebastian. There's going to be, I think, at least one more after this because I really like writing them, and it's a good seller. This one, they are dealing with house monsters, which is a thing that was introduced in a different witchy fiction book written by Andy Buchanan called Spells and Succulents. And I really love monsters. I've always loved monsters, so I wanted to bring that in. Big fuzzy Muppet-looking things who haunt the houses of magical people. And I thought it would be quite cute for one to move into Basil's little village. So that is what I'm writing at the moment, and I'm nearly all the way through. I just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scenes left to go. So I'm hoping I can get it finished pretty quick. Maybe on Saturday or Sunday in the morning sprints.
That would be extremely quick.
Fingers crossed. It's just a short one. It's about half the length of my other books, so it is nice and quick to write. Yay, Ada! I'm glad to hear that, Julie. Someone else who was at the sprint the other day had hung out with her as well, and she's such a great person. She's so much fun.
Yep.
I have a lot of time later.
You've just reminded me something I wanted to say in our live stream. Yes. How well did Jay Hogan do at conference? Keynote speaker, won the Koro for long work, and then won best overall for the same piece.
Amazing.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Jay scooped up a few of the other competition, the other contests as well. She's just
incredible. I actually haven't read any of her books. I'm a terrible friend. I have a few of them, but I haven't actually managed to read any yet. But she's just doing so incredibly well. So cool.
Yep.
Yeah. And there were a couple of other queer stories that won. I think all
First Kiss
1 and 2 were the First Kisses, yeah.
Yeah, First Kiss 1, 2, and 3, all gay romance.
And Zoe came third for best overall with her gay romance. Yep, there we go.
Yep.
Zoe Piper. Snare.
Yep, and I think am I inventing this, or was Naomi Olkey also speaking at conference?
No, I don't think she spoke at conference.
Yeah.
I don't even know if she attended, actually.
Yeah, that's true. Do you know, I think I just saw a Naomi on Julie's program and immediately was like, oh, there is only one Naomi in the world.
Finally.
Yeah, it was the audiobooks ones. And again, I'm not even sure if Naomi has any audiobooks. So
I'm not sure. She might have been looking into it, but I know she's having some money trouble at the moment, and audiobooks are so expensive to put together. I'm not sure. There was a Naomi who does audiobooks. Okay, so probably not the same one.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? I was gonna pimp my book.
Yay.
An anthology came out yesterday through Queer Sci-Fi Inc. Called Ink. It's an anthology. No story longer than 300 words, and I've got a story in it.
Yay.
It's available everywhere. But if you go to my Facebook page, actually, I'll just share it in the links because otherwise it's a terrible job I'm doing of pimping it. They're all sci-fi, they're all queer stories. And it was a competition, so the winner is in there and the honorable mention everything. And my story is called Toby's Tattoo. It is 300 words, and it is in the section of the book called Sci-Fi Part 2.
Yay.
So there's sci-fi, there's fantasy, there's some kind of contemporary stuff. I haven't read it yet, but go grab it. It's only $5, and it's only available for the next year because they're going to run the competition again this time next year, and then they take that anthology away forever and put out a new one. I don't have an affiliate link. I'll see if I can work one out. But anyway, I will do that in the next sprint because that's not fun watching me try and work it out. It's like they're having a good time watching Farong in the other room.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for another sprint?
Yes, please. That sounds fantastic.
Okay, cool. Got another 20 minutes on the clock, starting now. Didn't realize I was still muted. Time's up. I'm being seriously harassed by Mochi. She's been putting her paws up on the chair and mewing at me. And I don't know what she wants, but I'm probably going to have to go find out. So before I do that, how did you go?
I have just finished reading all of the 5-star reviews for my own book on Goodreads. So I'm doing very well. There was a reason I wasn't just puffing up my ego. I thought I was like, okay, so I know why I want people to read my books, but I have to find a good reason for people to want to read my books. So I've just been trying to find out what people like about them.
Oh, yeah, that's a solid call.
Yep.
I got 611 words done, and I'm now writing a cleaning montage of the kind that I love to watch in anime movies.
Oh, so good.
How to make it feel like how it is when you watch them. So I've just done a very high level, but I think I want to deep dive into that a little more than I have. And I've just passed 20,000 words on this manuscript.
Brilliant. Oh, yeah, that is fantastic.
My aim for is 25, so easy.
I have, in the past, I have signed up for an Amazon affiliate account. I did this when I was posting a lot more reviews on my blog and was a lot more active, and my idea was like, I would write reviews of books, link them with my affiliate link, and then people who went to Amazon to check out the book, if they purchased something, then my affiliate link would jump into action. They've got like a period of like 3 months or something, and if you don't make any sales in that 3 months, you lose your affiliate privilege, which is what happened to me. Yeah.
Yes.
So you have to go through a quick.
Go eat.
Yep. Yep, right. You have to go through a brief approval process, and then you've just got to keep it active by using it. And which is where I fell down. I was like, yeah, can't be bothered. I'll do it next time.
Yep. Fair enough too. I don't think I would manage that 3 months thing either. I don't really post reviews for books. And even if I did, I'm not convinced people would click through. So probably not for me.
Yep. The big thing that makes it hard for authors to use it is that you're not allowed to send affiliate links by email. And so when I advertise a new book, I tell my newsletter about it. And I can see that people click on the Amazon link from my newsletter, but apparently there is some commerce law or something that just makes it not really. That makes it dubious practice, and so Amazon have just said you can't do it.
Yeah. I think it's not affiliate links. It's okay, but regular links will be all right. But affiliate links, it's probably a bit.
Yeah, affiliate links, no, not in newsletters, and so just not very practical.
No, fair enough. How are you feeling? Do you want to do another sprint? Should we have a bit of a break in another sprint, or are you going to turn into a pumpkin?
I'm actually heading towards pumpkin state. I am on day 4 of babysitting this week, and I've just been asked to do tomorrow too, which I do not mind because the kids were really good today.
Yeah.
But I'm conscious that I will need to conserve my energy.
I hear that. I might. Mochi's given up on me, so that's good.
Yeah. We could try one more because
so
basically
I might do one more.
Yeah, and I can read. I will read Goodreads reviews of another book.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. Julie, I am planning to join you at the library tomorrow.
Excellent. And then we've got Saturday morning. Have you scheduled them yet, Gillian?
Saturday morning I can't do because of the workshop, but I'm hoping to do Saturday evening, which I don't think I've scheduled. Sunday morning I have.
Okay. I will schedule Saturday morning then. Because
I remembered.
Good work.
I didn't want to schedule the Saturday evening one until I talked to you to see if we wanted to attempt the Bujo record one that evening.
Yes.
But Inka says we are not allowed to do it at a time that she's not awake. So
okay. Are we okay. Yeah, she's more likely to be there in the morning, I think. So
yeah, so we'll save that for a morning.
Okay, cool. Schedule set AM sprints. I'm writing myself a note on a Shiba Inu's butt because those are the sticky notes that I have near me. Okay, 20 more minutes and then we will turn into pumpkins. Starting now. Get the chair. Come on. Run away. Okay. There we go. 20 minutes done. Three down. Okay. I'm feeling good about this. Let's see, where did I get to? There. 698 words.
Fantastic. That is just so good. So that's well over 20,000 words now.
20,000 and just about 900. Very good.
It's absolutely brilliant. I just realized I had the microphone pointed away from me.
Oh, I could still hear you fine.
Cool. I have been distracting Kitty with all of my mini notebooks. So I've got my magazine, which is kind of like a course textbook. I have my notes notebook, which is where I'm just writing the notes that I take during the course and my like brainstorming and stuff. And then I have a third notebook, a tiny one, where I just sort of after I've like read the textbook, I come up with my to-do list. And then this is like the stuff, there are like some discussion questions and things they want us to think about in the textbook, and I like answer stuff here. notes on the videos we watched and stuff. So this is the stuff that I want to remember. Well, this is just the like
everything
rough notes and brain dump. So I go through this. The notes that I took today are in here, and tomorrow I will go through the notes. And if there's anything I need to do, I will transfer it to my to-do list. Anything I need to remember, I'll write it up nicely in here. And the rest of it, I just ignore.
And Kitty, if you're not sure, everything is kapai just means everything is good. Kapai is te reo Māori. That was terrible pronunciation, sorry. Te reo Māori. And it just means good. Tino pai is very good. But kapai is used a lot more, I would say. It's just like more common vernacular.
Yep. And I got the notebook from Warehouse Stationery, and they actually have. They do.
I've been trying to explain to Kitty over the time we've been talking that we don't have the same benefit of Target here. Target megastores or Walmart, we have the Warehouse, which is just the New Zealand version, and it's not nearly as good. But they're getting better, I think. You just don't have the range of stuff that you get at Target.
We talked about the Warehouse today. Apparently the Warehouse gives you a paid day off on your birthday, or at least they used to.
Oh, yes, we also have Kmart, but it's not as good as American Kmart. It's not the same as
Yeah. Well done on finishing the contract and inserting it into your assignment document, Julie.
Very good.
Yep. Julie, you will feel this. So last night I was really tired, but I still spent however long reading the next chapter of the textbook for today's class. I read completely the wrong chapter.
Oh, no.
Yep. It doesn't matter because our tutor went over everything very thoroughly in class, but I still am grumpy about that. I arrived at the Wananga early today. The Wananga is the it's kind of an educational institute founded on Maori values and with the goal of lifting up pretty much communities and people. And I love it. I just really love the vibe there. And so I went in early to study. There was another group class there and they were having a big celebration. So they were like taking over the common table with cake and party food and stuff.
That's so cool. That's so fun.
Yep. Julie's saying that she doesn't do any of the course reading. I'm actually on the fence about it because I don't want to read it and then there's no surprises in the class and I'll be bored.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to be unprepared either.
Wow. Oh, Kmart went out of business over there. Interesting. Yeah, we've got it here. We've got the Kmart. We're 20 years behind, maybe.
That would be very funny.
We are going to get a Costco and an IKEA up here in Auckland at some point. I'm not sure when. COVID has definitely slowed that down, but we're going to get them out west, I believe.
So I used to live quite close to Hiroshima in Japan, and Hiroshima had a Costco, and that was hugely exciting. I had a Costco membership for a couple of years. But when I left, one of the teachers at my school came up to me and was like, Louise, have you heard there's going to be an IKEA in Hiroshima? Yeah. And I was like, IKEA. And then it finally clicked. She was telling me that they're opening an IKEA in Hiroshima.
And the thing is too, everyone in Japan calls it IKEA, and that's actually closer to the proper Swedish pronunciation.
Yeah,
than IKEA, but we've just heard IKEA so much at this point.
Yeah, there is
Because there's a channel I love to watch, Rachel and Jun's Adventures, which is Jun's a Japanese man and Rachel's an American woman. They're married and they live together with all these adorable cats. And she goes into, you got to say IKEA over here, not IKEA. It's very cute.
Yep. Yep. You reminded me of a very similar thing, and whatever it is, it's gone now. Oh, wow.
It's like he's got a separate channel, called Jun's Kitchen, where he does like traditional Japanese cooking or new things, and his cats watch, and the cats are really well behaved, and if he shows them like what he's cooking, they won't interfere. So they'll just sit there next to the counter, and as he's cutting things up, he's like, here you go, and they'll sniff them and then go, oh yeah, and then he just keeps going. It's really sweet. It's like zen, just chill out, watch. Beautiful cats, beautiful man. It's all good.
You mentioned that Zen was Jun's cooking channel was kind of your Zen thing a while ago.
Yeah.
My current Zen thing for just sort of relaxing is watching live streams of people playing Among Us.
Oh, Among Us. It can get so intense though.
The people that I watch are playing a version that adds in extra imposter and crewmate roles. Yeah. So it's even more complicated. And these guys have been playing together so long that there's all these crazy character dynamics.
Right.
So a couple of them have like these rivalries going on where, like, for example, Jeremy, who is the main streamer that I follow, he's like, okay, I'm sheriff, and a sheriff can shoot someone, and if they are a bad person, they die and the sheriff lives. But if the sheriff
kills the wrong
shoots someone who is innocent, the sheriff dies. Awesome. And so Jeremy will be like, haha, like the game will start. He's like, yes, I'm sheriff. I'm going to kill Chilled. And then 5 seconds later, Jeremy is dead. And everyone's like going, so what happened? And Chilled, like, it's Jeremy. He obviously, he got the sheriff. And everyone's like, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. Amazing. All right, I'm about to start yawning again. So I'm going to sign off. I'm going to schedule for Saturday morning. And I guess watch Hwarong until they're done, because it's going to be loud. Also, Kitty, I did mention to Anna in chat that your suggestion for streaming them watching it, and she said that's a hard pass. So sorry.
That would be really entertaining, though.
It would be really funny. She's not into that, so no parallel streams for us. Well, thanks everyone for coming along. I got lots done. I'm feeling very good about that.
I feel like I don't have a lot to show for this stream, but I think that I processed stuff.
I think that's important.
And yeah, so that was good for me too.
About to lock up, that's true.
Oh my gosh. Goodbye.
All right. Catch you later.
See you.
Good night.
Good night.